Hey, everybody. So we're starting our new unit today. It's on volume. Well, let's talk a little bit about volume. What's volume? Well, volume is how much water you can put in a glass, or how much soda there is in a can, or how much water there is in a swimming pool, or how many yards of cement are in a cement truck. That is what volume is. It's the stuff inside the container. Well, what we do know is that volume has three dimensions. It takes the height times the width times the length. That's why you'll always see volume written as 7 cubic yards, or 7 yards cubed, or 32 yards cubed, or 32 cubed inches, 32 inches cubed, something like that. It will always have this little 3. This little 3 represents the volume. And that's what we're going to be using for the next 3 lessons and the following assessment. So everything is going to be in cubes, cubic yards, cubic feet, cubic inches, whatever the case may be. So let me give you a little example. We're going to go ahead and we're going to figure out what is the volume. We're going to pretend this is a round cylinder, so it really doesn't have these dents, but we'll pretend that it is a round cylinder. We're going to find out how many ounces or how much volume of water would be in this glass cup. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure. It says measure the height. So because it's got a glass on the bottom, we're going to measure from that point to the top, and we see that it is 5 inches. Now, when we're talking about a cylinder, we need to find the volume, the area of this circle here, just the area of just the circle. And we know that area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and instead of using pi, we're going to multiply it by 3.14. So there we go. So we have the height times pi, which is going to be the width dimension, times the radius. The radius is a measurement that is halfway across the bottle. So in this case, the cup itself is, let me try that again, 3 inches. So the diameter is 3 inches. But we don't want the diameter. We want the radius. So the radius is half of the diameter. So 3 divided by 2. So in this case, the radius is 1.5 inches. So now I have all of my measurements that I need. I have my height times pi times my radius. So we're going to go ahead and plug it into a calculator. I'm going to use my calculator, my trusty calculator, just like you guys will use. So I get 5 times 3.14 times 1.5 squared. And this is 1.5 squared. We square the radius. And that gives me that there are 35 let's say inches cubed, or 35 inches cubed. That is, if you took that water and laid it on the ground flat, it would cover 35 inches. That's all that means, is that volume, if I laid it flat, it would cover an area of 35 inches. Okay, so go through the lesson, go through the Nearpod, work on the draughts. I've given you the answers so that you'll know them on the second slide. This will probably be the only video that you'll need in this lesson. So go ahead and work on it, and let's submit it by Friday. So see what we can get done.